So last year I bought this game called Polismós, and I think it's quite interesting, so I thought I'd just put together a little 5-minute showcase. So to keep it short, I chose this island state called Paris, with 3 easy goals of exporting some marble, getting 3 allies, and building a grand port. In every polis you start by placing the Parantinian, whatever this is, basically a town center. So I instantly take money from public funding and I use it to find stone and wood deposits, because those are going to be the 2 basic materials that we'll need to build anything. Next up, I'll need a few townhouses for families to move in and a market for distributing all the goods. Now you might have noticed these exclamation points popping up. These are consumption goods I have to promise to my people. So that means with every 5 buildings we build, we have to add another consumption good, and this continues until you've basically used up all the consumption goods. So in my case, the next family will be producing olives, and fishing seems to be the next good choice because we are obviously on an island. Now with each month that goes by, I gain more authority, and the first of which I always use in the innovations window for the branch of my choice, which in this case is trade. The third consumption good had to be wheat, because there was nothing else left on the tiny ass island. So I placed it in the only spot, and then I waited again. You can't give these people too much work at once. They'll be totally overwhelmed and then end up not doing anything at all. I also built a warehouse next to the market. This will help me stockpile any goods that I need. To start working on the next goal, I built a marble quarry, because that would probably take the longest time. And to deal with the increasing labor demand, I put down 2 more homes for families to move in. And before everyone's done with all my projects, I'll be thanking them by enacting property taxes and collecting money. To distract everyone from the fact that I'm basically just using them, I held a festival. We started producing oil from the olives, and I finally hired a doctor to take care of all the sick people that kept popping up from time to time. After making money off property taxes, I immediately enact taxes on the rich to make even more money. And since they keep complaining about city debts, I'll just tell them that the taxes are for exactly that. From time to time, these demands will pop up, basically just your folks asking you to build something or they want something, but realizing I couldn't make it in time, I just opted to build a small trading depot just to satisfy their need for the time being. With all the money-making taxes enacted, it was just a matter of time until we could afford the Grand Port, which finally enabled me to start exporting marble and maybe import some goods that we needed ourselves. For the Allies missions, I had to dig deep in everybody's pockets just for our neighbors to like us more, because if they don't, they might attack us. So we sent Thera enough money to be our first allies. So I increased marble production to prepare for the upcoming need. I built a temple because for some reason religion is a consumption good. You can just buy to a religion, but whatever. This gave me the freedom to expand my city more by putting down some housing projects, building some defensive structures. This raises our army's power, and we also need that to impress our neighbors for some reason. Because size does matter? Looks like it, I'm just saying. Thanos, on the other hand, thought that theirs was bigger. Yeah, I said no, and they didn't like that because they instantly attacked us. And they lost, so that means mine is bigger. About 10 years later, I was finally able to start construction on the Grand Port. Enacting the policy embassy aids me with getting more allies, which basically just means that if you pay them money, they'll like you more. Again, with one goal achieved, I was exporting all the marble I had. With all the extra money, I could just buy 2 more allies. For the last goal, all I had to do was simply wait, and before you know it, 75 marble was sold, and all 3 goals were accomplished. So all in all, I'm usually one to build huge cities. So playing on a small island with limited resources is actually quite a challenge, but I like it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. If you've played this game before, if you have any ideas, you can just let me know down in the comments below.